The Super Eagles escaped death yesterday as the aircraft which was bringing them back home from Polokwane, South Africa, after their match against Lesotho, to Uyo for their final World Cup qualifier, had to make an emergency landing in Luanda, Angola. According to the NFF, the ValueJet Airline plane conveying the team from Polokwane, South Africa to Uyo for Tuesday's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Benin Republic developed a cracked windscreen mid-air after taking off from a refuelling stop in Luanda, Angola. The pilot, acting swiftly and professionally, safely returned the aircraft to the Luanda airport, averting any danger. The same aircraft had previously transported some members of the Super Eagles delegation to Polokwane on Thursday night, arriving in South Africa on Friday morning. It had also been used for similar routes during the team's Matchday 8 encounter against South Africa's Bafana in Bloemfontein last month. The NFF assured fans and stakeholders that ValueJet and relevant federal authorities, including the Ministers of Aviation and Foreign Affairs, as well as the Chief of Staff to the President, are working urgently to secure overflying and landing permits for a replacement aircraft. The new plane will fly from Lagos to Luanda to pick up the delegation and convey them safely to Uyo. The Federation expressed gratitude for the understanding and patience of supporters as efforts continue to ensure the team's safe arrival ahead of Tuesday's crucial fixture. Meanwhile, players and coaches of Benin Republic have already arrived in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital. However, the hosts, the Super Eagles, are stranded in Luanda, Angola. Former Super Eagles midfielder Sunday Olise has said former coach Joe Errico stripped naked and cursed the team. According to Olise, that might be what is working against the Nigerian national team as they struggle to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. The 51-year-old captained the Eagles at the 2002 African Cup of Nations and also helped the team come from behind to qualify for the World Cup in the same year. However, Olise was not included in the squad for the tournament in South Korea/Japan of the same year, as he was omitted for disciplinary reasons. JJ Okocha was handed the skipper's armband, and Olise announced his retirement from the team. Festus Onigbinde was also put in charge of the Nigerian team, although the late Shwebu Amodu, Joe Errico and Stephen Keshi were the core trio of the coaching team that helped Nigeria qualify after they were 5 points behind Liberia in the qualification process. The Eagles were eliminated in the group stage, earning a point without scoring a goal. Olise has now claimed Errico laid out a curse on the team after the incident. Coach Errico made it very clear before his death that what they did to us in 2002, he sat down in his room naked and he cursed Nigeria, Olise on the Home Turf podcast. He's a great guy, great human being, lovely guy. He came, took over the team, Errico Keshi and Shwebu Amodu. Keshi was still finding his feet as a coach, and he invested so much. He always called me into his room and made me aware of his plans to make sure Nigeria qualified for the 2002 FIFA World Cup. We were 5 points behind Liberia in the qualifiers, just like what's happening currently. Everyone had written us off, but when they took over, we became united. Keshi phoned me from the United States while I organised the players, and gradually we built ourselves. Meanwhile, Lionel Messi is currently the joint top leading scorer in the Major League Soccer, MLS. Messi netted a brace as Inter Miami defeated Atlanta United 4-0 in the MLS tie played in the early hours of Sunday. His teammates Luis Suarez and Jordi Alba were also on the scoresheet against the visitors. Messi now has 24 goals to his name, alongside Los Angeles forward Dennis Bouanga in the MLS. Behind Messi and Bouanga is Nashville's Sam Surridge.